So why do fad diets work, but then sometimes they fail you? In this video, we're going to talk about how fad diets work and how they can eventually fail you. My name is Leslie Urbis. I'm a registered dietitian and a personal trainer, and I'm here today to help you determine if that fad diet is going to work for you or not. So, number one thing I want to point out is the most common thing in all of the diets that you may follow. So, let's say you're going to go do keto. So you take out all the carbs that you love. No fruit, no pizza, no alcohol, none of that stuff. Guess what? You're functioning on a calorie deficit. Okay, let's go low carb. Same thing. We take out all those fun things we like to eat. Guess what? You're functioning on a calorie deficit. Let's go to intermittent fasting, and let's say that we only eat 8 hours a day. Guess what? You don't have enough time to eat all the calories that you used to eat. So at 8 o'clock when you used to be stuffing your face, now you can't. So you're functioning on a calorie deficit. Okay, let's continue on. Let's say you're doing Weight Watchers, right? And you get all these points, but you don't really use any, or you try not to use the things that have a lot of points. So guess what? You're functioning on a calorie deficit. Oh, better yet, let's say that you go ahead and you sign up with one of those MLM companies. You start using portion control containers, or you start having a shake, or you start doing something like that. So instead of eating something that you would have not, you may start using something else. Guess what? You're functioning on a calorie deficit, which is exactly why below you're going to find the link to why calorie counting stinks. Because ultimately, every diet out there functions on one thing: calorie deficit. So you have to have a calorie deficit in order to be successful. But the thought process is that when you go into a fad diet, you can do one of three things. One, hate the diet because you eliminate every single thing you love. Two, reduce your calories so dramatically that you lose your metabolism. And even though you've lost all this weight, eventually your body will suffer and run at a lower metabolism, so you'll never be able to eat well you used to eat, and you'll gain all the way back. Or number three, the worst thing that can happen with a fad diet, as my doorbell rings, I'm not really sure why. The worst thing that can happen with a fad diet is that you go into these drastic calorie deficits and you crush everything, succeeding, but at the end of it, you hate everything you've done. And the moment you can get off of it, you go back to your normal eating self because you've never learned what you have to do in order to be successful. So, fad diets work because they function on a calorie deficit, just like calorie counting works because it functions on a calorie deficit. But you can do three major things to yourself. You can forget all the food you love and then eat it crazily and gain it all back. You can function on too low of a metabolism, which then stops your metabolism from working. Again, catch another video below which talks all about that. Or number three, the worst thing is you can be super successful on it and then hate it and never be able to get back to where you were, and always talk about the time when you did that diet and you were super successful. So instead, what you need is something that's 100% curtailed to you in order for you to get the maximum results and keep it off for life. Because no one wants to say, I'll start the diet again on Monday, every Monday. And because no one wants to say, I hate feeling bloated, or I'm just going to take this out, or I'm not going to eat this, or I'm going to follow this for a period of time and it's going to give me my massive results and I'm never going to have to diet again, right? You're never going to get those results if you keep going fad diet to fad diet to fad diet. Instead, what you need is something that's going to give you the results that you're looking for over time so you can keep it sustained and off for life. So again, I'm Leslie Urbis. I'm a registered dietitian and a personal trainer. And this is why a fad diet will work for you, but eventually it might fail you. So if you liked this video, please again, give me a like, thumbs up, go ahead, subscribe to my channel, click that little bell, and then pop over into my Facebook group, Women Who Eat and Lose Weight, so you can get the most important information every day at your very fingertips. Hope you're having a fit and fabulous day.